Marvin Harrison Jr.'s name is getting dragged through the mud the past couple of days, along with Kyler Murray as well, because he did not get the ball week 1. Everyone who's playing fantasy is angry at him. Everyone who put bets in is angry at him. But guys, listen to me. It's just one game. I know 3 targets is very underwhelming with 1 reception and a drop as well, but like, come on guys, he's a rookie wide receiver. Not everybody comes into here and is just on point from the minute that they get on the field. Like, you have to remember too that Kyler and Marvin both did not play preseason. Marvin had a single drive where he played like 4 plays, was taking out the remainder of it, and then Kyler didn't play at all. So there's like a familiarity there from training camp, from joint practices, from all that kind of stuff. But outside of that, there's no legitimate reps versus opposing teams. So you got to let them get comfortable and build a connection. But I'm not necessarily tripping off this, but like, everybody is freaking out on social media right now. This was posted on X, literally blew up yesterday. It's 6.3K likes right now as it stands. This is trending. Cardinals quarterback says it's not his job to feed targets to rookie wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. As a quarterback, obviously you're going through your reads. Sometimes the ball goes to him, but that's not my job. I have a sense and a feel for these guys when they don't get the ball and when they are getting the ball, but I leave that up to Drew, who is our offensive coordinator. Now, although he did say that, it is insanely taken out of context, because right under this, it literally is posted by Bo Brack, who's affiliated with the source that they quoted. He said, he made sure to reiterate it, that he, offensive coordinator, tells me don't worry about that type of stuff. Just keep playing your game and get the ball to where the ball is supposed to go. That is a reiteration of what Kyler Murray said right after they cut it off. So it's just kind of insane, man. Like, the engagement bait is top tier. You want to get the clicks, I understand it. Kyler Murray is a very trending topic. Everybody loves to hate on Kyler. It is like the notorious thing to do. But now Marvin Harrison Jr. is getting affiliated, and I think people are overreacting times 1,000. And this is Kyler Murray reiterating that in a post-game conference or a couple days after practice. Here's what he had to say.
You know, we got the utmost confidence in what we're capable of. I don't know if you went back and watched the game. You know, I think they were doing a good job of making sure that he wasn't going to be singled up or not be singled up majority of the game. But nothing, I'll never lose confidence in Marv. You know, his first game. We got to continue to get better, and we will. Yeah, I mean, obviously we want to get him more touches. That's not a secret. But I don't want to go forcing things for sure.
He's never going to lose confidence in Marv, guys. It's 1 week. This is also what Marvin Harrison had to say per Phoenix Sports, which is the source that got insanely misquoted. I'm going to roll a couple clips by them if you guys want to check them out. That's where I'm getting these from. But let's go ahead and roll it. This is what Marvin had to say about his debut and also his relationship with Kyler Murray.
It wasn't great. Definitely wasn't what I expected, what I wanted to happen, what the team wanted to happen. Obviously, you wanted to come out with a victory, and we didn't do that. I don't think we're in a bad place right now at all. Obviously, I don't really think that. But just the live reps will continue to grow and show. It's totally different. It's totally different. You can do a lot of things, in shirts, and then once you go out there, put practice, and you got pads on, do like the joint practice we did with the Colts, but there's nothing like actually going out there in live action and really trying to be on the same page. So I think that relationship will continue to develop and will get better.
He understands that his game was not fantastic. I mean, I'm sure he would have loved to have that ball back that he dropped. Obviously, the 3 targets is going to change. Drew Petzing is going to get him more involved, and he knows that the relationship with Kyler, like I said, is going to progress because, as I said, they didn't get many reps together, and that is only going to continue. Something I'm going to go do right now is I'm going to dissect all of his targets. I mean, it's only 3 of them, but I'm going to show you guys what happened. I'm going to show you guys all the plays that he made and what could have happened. And when we're talking about connection, this first play is a perfect example. Because as you guys see, Kyler Murray was looking for a back shoulder throw, and the ball, in my opinion, was right on the money because we have seen former quarterbacks do this all the time. If you guys remember, Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams used to be the kings of this. This was a perfected thing by both of them. When Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers did it, it was a thing of beauty. Aaron Rodgers was able to replicate this with so many other receivers, but him and Davante had this down to a T. One of the most beautiful things to watch. It is just insanely crispy, and this is what Kyler was looking for, and with time and with reps, they are going to be able to replicate that. They have to get comfortable with each other. They have to figure out timing. They got to get everything down. But when that comes into fruition, it is going to be a thing of beauty. That was target number 1. Here is target number 2, where Kyler Murray had Marvin Harrison wide open. He sat in the middle of a zone and he just dropped the ball. I mean, it doesn't get more simpler than this in terms of the NFL. This is a wide open catch, and I know he is sick to his stomach even watching this play. I'm not expecting too many of these. I'm really not. Marvin Harrison typically has for sure hands. The route was was good. He sat in the middle of the zone, got to the right place. Would have been an easy first down for a chunk of yards. This was like a 25-yard pass as it stands. And if you were to sit down and catch this, that was going to be a massive gain for this team. So it is unfortunate, but Marvin Harrison, I'm not expecting too many of these. Great route, great everything. Just got to finish the play and finish the execution. I mean, $100 play, but a 10-cent finish. I also know some people are complaining about his game speed, but you have to remember, he's trying to find his footing. That is something I also saw on Twitter, so I think people need to cut the flat for this kid. Like, he is going to be insane. Hype and optimism is still there, but I mean, you can't have these. Really that simple. Marvin Harrison typically has for sure hands. I'm sure the first game jitters were there, but I'm not worried about this. Then for the final target of the day, where he actually came down with the reception, it was this catch right here. Just a short little 4-yard pass. It was 2nd and 10 in this instance, and the Cardinals looked to get a chunk of yards, and they did exactly that, picking up 4. I mean, these plays throughout the game would be fantastic, but for this to be your only reception of the game is kind of sickening. I do understand that, but I'm not worried, like I said. And I know a lot of people are still kind of sick about this Marvin Harrison wide open touchdown at the end of the game, but Kyler Murray was scrambling for his life. I broke this down in a video before. It's the aftermath of the Bills game if you guys want to check that out, but I mean, there's a lot that goes into this play, and actually dissecting the all 22, he wasn't able to get him the ball. By the time he could have, it was already too late. 2 DBs were on the way back, and it could have been an interception. It's not really worth it to risk it in that situation. Kyler did right, but it is unfortunate seeing him this wide open. I do understand that. I was the exact same way. I was freaking out, but I'm not worried, man. These are the kind of things that are going to happen, and this is what you're going to have to deal with when you have a wide receiver and a superstar like Marvin Harrison Jr. and Kyler Murray on your team. It's going to happen. They're big names. They bring a lot of media attention. That's just what's going to happen. I mean, you got to deal with that. I think they handle it both well, and they're both going to bounce back, but Marvin Harrison Jr. at the end of the day does need more targets. I think we can all agree on that. 3 is way too little. Drew Petzing is going to do everything in his power to make sure that against a banged up Rams team and a sorry Rams defense in my eyes that he will get more than 3. He might get 5, but on the real note, he should at least get 8 to 10. That's probably where you want to see him, and I'm sure he'll feel a lot more comfortable. He got the jitters out, and this should be a lot better of a game, and I cannot wait for this Sunday where the Rams take on the Cardinals at State Farm Stadium here in Arizona. I am insanely excited for this, man. Let me know the score predictions. Let me know Marvin Harrison's stat predictions down in the comment section below. No one predicted his stats last week, because if you predicted 4 yards with the reception and a drop, you are an absolute psychopath. But predict his stats for the next one. I think he's personally going to bounce back. I think he's going to total 5 receptions on 8 targets. I think he's going to total 74 yards, and he's not going to get in the end zone, but he is going to have that bounce back game, and those are my predictions. If you guys are new to the channel and ended up enjoying today's video, man, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post Arizona Cardinals and NFL related content, so if you're a fan of either of those, this is the perfect channel for you. But like I said, man, that is all I got for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.